What's up, Xbox Nation? After 3 years of having a YouTube channel, I'm talking about being a TEFL teacher in Indonesia and Thailand. I'm finally going to give you guys the lowdown that you've been wanting. You've been just begging, dying to ask about TEFL certification, best things, the worst things, and all that fun stuff. All right. So first, there are two ways, two directions I'm going to point you in. One of them is actually, I'm going to make some referral money from it. So it's this right here, because this is the one that I got. I took this, so I can speak the best and let you know this will get you prepared, because it got me prepared. The International TEFL and TESL training, they have 3 different types of courses. They can do an online course, which is what I took. Combined courses where you do stuff online, then it's going to be 2 weeks of intensive training. Then the in-class course where it's a full month of intensive training. And just to let you know, guys, I do apologize. My computer memory isn't the best because I have an older computer, so the screen might lag throughout this presentation. So you have to bear with me on that, but I will give you guys the links to everywhere I go in the description below. Like right here, for example, this is my coupon code, KetaWatchingThat. When you put KetaWatchingThat in the checkout box, or just you go through my link, and that's it, because it's automatically going to be applied. You're going to get 15% off the course. So that's my little gift to you. You're gonna be saving about 52 bucks. So here's like one of the cool things about the course. It is internationally accredited. It's really good in all these exotic places, like exotic Las Vegas, exotic San Francisco, Nepal, Japan, blah blah blah. That's where the in-class courses are. But let's just go over the online courses for now. Excuse me. All right. Now, here's the ones, here's how they're broken down. God almighty, sorry. Oh boy. First, don't take these 60-hour courses. They seem cheaper, but no, they're going to be worthless. You're not going to get anywhere with them. And yeah, you're paying for education, but you're paying $290 for a certificate that you can't use. So the 120 hours, that's going to be the way to go. People won't even look at you if you don't have, or if you have anything less than 120 hours. Now, what I did, don't make this mistake, although it wasn't that big of a deal, that I made when I first jumped in here. First off, I saw that, ooh, with or without a tutor, let's see, that's about a $109 difference. I'm just going to go with without a tutor, because I have several years of experience as a teacher in the classroom, so I just figured, okay, I'm just learning the knowledge here, and maybe I'll be able to do good. But here's the thing, when I was going through the first few course units, I was feeling pretty good, pretty confident in my answers of all my work, but then I started thinking that, yeah, I don't know if I'm doing everything correct. There's going to be some stuff I'm going to need some guidance on, pointing in the right direction. And so I got in contact with them and asked, hey, can I upgrade to get the tutor support? And they said, yes, absolutely. Another reason why I want to upgrade the tutor support, and this is kind of funny, is if you just go through this without a tutor support, there's a final exam, and that final exam is going to take you about 8 hours. 8 hours. 8 hours. You don't want to do that. So I was glad to pay $109 to avoid the final exam. And the tutor was, the guy was the bomb. He knew his stuff. He helped me out big time. He pointed me in the right directions with doing my work, answered questions about the lessons, even personal stuff too about, oh, you know, how you like me in Thailand. I'm thinking I might go there, you know, yada yada. And yeah, so, oh, but one of the things that you're going to get that I won't, because this wasn't available for me when I got it, was a free course. the business English or teaching English to young learners. And check it out, man. $290. If I'm going to sign up for it, I have to pay $290. You don't. So that's pretty rad, in my opinion. Me personally, I would go with the business English because I've taught business English before, and I like to be a business guy, entrepreneur type stuff. And yeah, it's business English. It's fun for me, but you can really be marketable with the teaching English to young learners because that's where a lot of the money is out there. You're going to find way more jobs with teaching young kids than business English. So yeah, this is going to be the best stuff. It's going to be the way to go. It's going to get you there. It's going to give you that knowledge. Now, a lot of people, and you may be asking this question, you may have seen people remark about this in Facebook chat rooms or even websites where they say that online TEFL certifications are worthless. That's yes and no. There's yes in the fact that there are a lot of TEFL mills out there where I would use this as a joke. You know, when I went to college in Georgia, in the state, not the country, one of the big colleges, and it's a joke, one of the big colleges that everyone hated was University of Georgia. The joke was, oh, you could go and drive through University of Georgia and all you need, oh yeah, I screwed up the joke. If you want to get a degree in University of Georgia, all you need to do is drive through the campus, which no, that wasn't true. You have to have the windows down first for them to get the degree in there. It's pretty much the same thing when it comes to a lot of the online courses out there that will rip you off and you will lose money. I've seen people say, oh, I've taken this online course and it was horrible. It didn't prepare me for anything, and yada, yada. This one will. You will get prepared for this. I guarantee you. I'm putting my name on this. The other side to it is, and it's a practical reason too. Although I have the knowledge base because of this certification course, the downside to it is people, because of the bad names that online courses get, there are jobs out there that will not even look at you if you have an online course, or excuse me, online certification. Now, on my official certification that I send to jobs, it doesn't say 124-hour TEFL certification online, www.blablabla.com or TEFL.net /GaraWatchNet. Give me just a second here. All right, sorry about that, guys. I'm back. So yeah, mine doesn't say online 124-hour TEFL course .net www.teflcourse.net. No, it doesn't say that. Those guys aren't stupid. But it doesn't have, like a friend of mine who has a really top-of-the-line TEFL, a Trinity TEFL, where on his certification it says taken at XYZ College in Auckland, New Zealand. So if it doesn't have something like that, there are some jobs that are just probably going to turn me down and say no thank you, next. But at the same time, here's the other side. There are jobs out there that won't care that you don't have a TEFL. And it's not really needed. Like, for example, in Japan, one of the big popular jobs out there is being an alternative language teacher, or an ALT, excuse me. And I have a friend that works over there. He's been there for like 6 years. He doesn't have his TEFL degree. Well, he's a smart guy. He cares about what he does, but he says, no, I don't have TEFL certification. You don't need it here. There are plenty of other people that say you don't need TEFL certification in Japan. Here in Thailand, there are many jobs that, although, yeah, they'll say, please have TEFL certification. If you apply and they like you, they won't care that you don't have a TEFL certification. I worked with a guy who he was an amazing teacher. And I was sitting watching some of his lessons while I was in my homeroom. I was a 6th grade teacher when I first got here. And I asked him after his lesson, after one of his lessons, he was really good. It's like, man, where'd you get your education degree from? I said, I don't have an education degree. I said, oh, okay. Oh, where'd you get your TEFL certification? You didn't have a TEFL certification either. But as a friend of mine described him, his name is Paul. He said Paul's one of those guys that naturally annoying guys that does everything at the first time. So, but I would still really, really please, for God's sakes, if you've never taught English, please get some sort of knowledge-based training, whether it's with my TEFL certification online course here or somewhere else. Please do it, because you're not going to be doing students justice that are really, really motivated to learn if you don't know what the hell you're doing. I mean, like, for example, the first place where I worked was English First in Indonesia. It's a big chain of English schools that have really, really damn good books. So they help prepare students very well. And there was a conference for Director of Studies, my boss, for all of the Director of Studies of the schools. And in that conference, there was a video of a girl who, excuse me, she was offering a testimonial for English First about how grateful she was to learn English there, because it gave her the ability to go to a college in America to go and learn how to be a doctor, because she was hearing impaired. And I don't know why I'm pulling on my ears, because you're not one of my students. She's hearing impaired, and she wanted to go and be a doctor for that and learn about the technology so she could bring that back over to Indonesia. Like, wow, it's those type of students are the ones that are really motivated to learn. That's why I'm saying you're not doing them any justice if you don't get some sort of education. If it's not going to be from my certification here, my online certification here, there's another place where you can go. This stuff is really cool. It's CELTA. Now, CELTA, it's a Cambridge, and this is with a place called International House in Bangkok. It's one of the places that you can go, but there are plenty of CELTA schools worldwide where you can go depending on where you want to teach English. Now, the CELTA packages here, well, first off, the price here is $1,600. That's an intensive 1-month course that you can get either here in Bangkok, Chiang Mai, Phuket, or part-time in Bangkok. Or if you're not living here in Bangkok, or if you go to Chiang Mai or Phuket, anything like that, they do set you up with living spaces with other students that are coming over just to get the CELTA certification. And so that's going to be really tight for you guys if you sign up for the little living quarters, and you just go to bed and wake up, and right when you roll out of bed, you're ready to work with someone on your CELTA stuff. So that'd be really cool if you sign up for that. So here's the direction. What direction should you go with getting English certification? All right. Here's what I will tell you. If you ask me between which ones are the best, I'm going to tell you 100% CELTA is the way to go. You're going to get higher paying jobs. You're going to get some jobs that won't even look at you if you don't have a CELTA degree. And yeah, and other jobs, if they're not specifically asking for CELTA, you're going to get bumped to the top of the list just because of your CELTA degree, just because of that name recognition of the certification. But here's the problems that you may have. Like $1,600 is hard enough for some people. So that $2,100, $2,400, $2,500, or more like $2,500, $2,600 degree dollar packages, those are going to be pretty tough for a lot of people. So if you don't have that money, you can save up for it or check prices in your home country. Like it's still going to be about $1,600. Check to see where it is in your own country. Like me, I lived around Daytona Beach area, and the closest place that, if I knew about CELTA back then, the closest place where I could have gone was Miami. That's about 5.5 hours of driving, just for one. Yeah, about 5 hours driving south. And I would have to basically move to Miami for a month to go and take my CELTA certification. But I wasn't in that position to do so. So in case you're like that, I mean, you could still try and come over here to Bangkok to do it. But if you can't do it, this is still, it's still going to help you out, man. Never mind, I was trying to get some tools here. Yeah, this is still going to help you out. It's going to give you that strong knowledge base and get you prepared to be a kick-ass language teacher. You really won't go wrong if this is all you can do, at least for now. You won't, trust me. So basically, guys, again, in short, Cambridge, the TEFL certification, that's going to be the way to go. But if you just don't have the time or don't have the money for the $1,600, you might still want to go with the online certification that I'm giving you a $50 coupon on, especially since this job's not for everyone. You might come here with on hopes and dreams, and I'm going to go and be a teacher for the rest of my life doing TEFL, teaching English, and you hate it within the first year or two. And I'd hate to see you spend all that money to go and do something you really wanted to do, and just to say that, hell no, I changed my mind. So that's a reason why you could just go with the online self-course, or excuse me, the online TEFL certification, because at the very least, it can get you started and get you prepared. And if you sit here and say, oh, I want to have this life for like the next 10, 20 years, which I definitely want to do, you can go and get the CELTA later, which is I'm going to do next year. Okay, guys, that's it. Wow, I've been going on for some time. If you've been watching this the entire time, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. If you have any questions, honestly, I was being 100% honest this entire time, giving you the true reasons why I think you should get a CELTA, or if not, get this online company, which is a top-notch certification, if that's the way you want to go. All right, okay, guys, that's it. I'm out of here. Gotta watch that, so